Okay guys, English class again, and we're going to talk about pronouns. We have not talked about this yet. So this is something new. Again, we're going to go over this as soon as we get back to class. Go over it a lot and make sure you guys get it, okay? All right, pronouns. Pronouns are anything that can take the place of a noun. And I know that sort of sounds a little weird, so I'm going to try to explain. Okay, see all these names over here? All these names are nouns, right? Person, place, or thing. Oh, there's some that aren't names. See the candy, pencil, it's just a thing, right? So it's anything that can take the place of that. So let's make a sentence for Haley, okay? See that's Haley's name right there? All right, let's make a sentence. So let's say that Haley went to school. So we could say that in a sentence, right? Haley went to school. Let me just write it out. Haley went to school. Okay. Now we could replace Haley's name with the word she. Is Haley a she? She is, right? So you could say she went to school. To school. See that? So she is taking the place of Haley, right? In that sentence. Okay, let's do another one. Let's start on this side this time. Let's pick one of these pronouns. All these are pronouns. See this? He, she, you, it, him, we, them, this, her, that, and there's probably several more. I didn't get to write down. All right. Let's take the word you and let's make a sentence. How about you ate the cake? Yummy. That sounds really good right now. You ate the cake. Okay, what word from over here could you replace with the word you? Could you say Haley ate the cake? Couldn't say table ate the cake. How about Liam? Liam ate the cake. Toby Mac ate the cake. There you go. See, you can be replaced by any of these singular ones. That's just like Caitlin. You could also say Nora and Dakota ate the cake, but you couldn't replace them with you. You could say, like, we ate the cake. That could be replaced by Ollie and Rock and Roll, or Nora and Dakota, that kind of thing, okay? All right, so let's replace you with something. Who do you want to eat the cake? Maybe Toby Mac? Okay, so Toby Mac ate the cake. Ate the cake. Okay. All right. Let's do a couple more. Are you guys getting it? Speaking of it could be the same thing as candy. So like, you could say, I gave it to her. What did you give to her? I gave maybe candy? And look, her is a pronoun too. Her and it. See that? It and her. Okay, because you can replace it with a noun. It's more specific. This, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So I gave candy to Caitlin. Caitlin. Okay. So instead of saying her, I say Caitlin. Or instead of saying Caitlin, I can say her. Or instead of saying Haley, I can say she. Instead of she, I can say Haley, right? So if I say she went to school, I could be talking about any of you guys. The Haley, Skylar, Nora, Dakota, any of the girls. What would I have to say if I was going to change it with Liam or Ollie's name? I would use the word he, right? So he went to school. He went to school. Or I could say Liam went to school, because he is a he. Went to school. Or instead of he, I could say Ollie went to school. You guys see that? You can just replace it. So instead of like he, you could say Liam or Ollie. Or instead of her or she, you say Haley or Caitlin or Haley or Skylar. How about them? Haley or Skylar, right? Her, Ollie and rock and roll. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can find words that replace all of these over here. Okay? So you just do the best you can, all right? And you can find you, all that stuff, okay? Again, we're going to go over this whenever we get back to school, so don't worry too much about it. I just want to kind of introduce it to you, okay? So that's pronouns. Okay? And we have one more. Okay? Now, this is when you're going to replace something. See, the ones that are underlined are pronouns. You're going to place it with a specific noun. So this one, instead of saying she went to the store, I just cross it out and put Miss Jess went to the store. I gave it to them. You could say Dakota gave candy to Nora and Skylar, right? Or Nora and Nahaley, or Nahaley and Skylar. I'm trying to get all your names in there. So this one, it says, he swam with the dolphins. So what could you replace he with? Who's a he? Liam or Ollie or Jackson or Eli, rock and roll. Or I can't remember if anybody else has a brother. Jeremiah, right, and Haley, is he your older brother? You could put his name here because he's a he, right? We went to Mars. So what could you replace we with? Who could be we? We could be our whole class. All of the names, or just a couple of the names. They flew the spaceship. They, what could that be? They could be anybody too. They could be Liam and Ollie. They could be Nora and Dakota. How about Hunter and Maddie? They flew the spaceship. So that's just saying they is just instead of using their names, okay? It's just instead of it. And sometimes it's just sort of like easier to say they instead of all those names. Can you play with me? Can, whose name would you want to put there? Can Nora play with Haley? Can Dakota play with Skylar? Can Liam play with Ollie? Can she have that? So she and that are pronouns, right? Can she have that? Can, who's a she? Caitlin. Can Caitlin have a book or an apple? Sometimes you have to replace it with maybe another little word in there to make the sentence sound right. So can she have a new dress? Something like that. And that would just replace the word that. Can I pet it? Who would you want to pet? Can I be? Can Miss Jess pet the baby chick?